Just have to update the website.
Live on Twitch.
26.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the website should be updated.
Yep, there we go.
There's a new show on TBS called Chad.
Really?
Apparently, that's what Magoo's saying. Just Chad.
Hey, Magoo. Yes, Dennis is feeling better. He was knocked out a bit with the second Moderna shot, but he's good now. Yes, don't worry, Nick. We're getting them.
Yes, I'm getting the camping photos for sure. What was the symptoms? Because I felt like I just had a cold, like the day after.
Yes, he felt like he had the flu.
Yeah.
I just felt a little bit tired, and my muscles were achy just for a couple of hours, and then it was gone away.
I took Tylenol like I just had a cold and was back to normal.
Hey, crispy bacon. Nick with a C. Dad had a bad time. Oh, okay. Oh, after the Pfizer shot. All right.
I know so few people who got the Pfizer shot. It's everyone I know got Moderna.
Moderna, yeah. Captain J. Mom's worm. Mars worm. I'll get it right someday. They have Diet Moderna? I didn't know that.
Moderna Zero.
Yeah, Moderna Zero. It's Pfizer Zero and Moderna Diet. I got the Moderna Diet.
I'll be 2 weeks on Sunday. Very excited.
Oh, great. Which one are you going to get, Nick with a C? You don't have a choice, right? Moderna all the way, Dan Wally. Okay. In a way, I was glad that there was some reaction, because Dennis and I had no reaction whatsoever to the first shot. And I was thinking, maybe they ran out of stuff and they just didn't put a needle in our arm so they could collect money from the government. I don't know.
Yeah, that is funny.
Nicholas C., are you on a list yet to get it?
The first shot, I could definitely tell that I got a shot. The second shot.
Oh, okay. You didn't the second?
I swear that they used a huge needle the first time. And then the second time it was like the correct needle.
Oh, I see.
The first time I bled. Like,
oh my God.
I had like a trail of blood.
Oh my God.
And he was like, yeah, sometimes it happens. And then I'm, nothing to say, nothing to do.
Yeah, I know. He said,
It's like, okay.
I think that's supposed to happen. I don't know. This is the first time I gave anybody a shot.
Right.
I'm from the beauty department. They're just short people. I'll be back in 1 second.
Cool.
Oh, bloody scissors. Oh my gosh. In Omaha, yeah, I think in the city it's now 16 and above can get shots. Oh, curl up and die. That's very funny. Come in and die. Be another one.
Okay. All right. I think I have all the photos. It's not very organized, so I'll just.
No, that's all right.
Talk through them.
This is the Giz Wiz program.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, Sims to Rachel. Back NW.
Okay.
Oh, we have a minute. Okay. On this episode, we're going to look at some magnetic LEDs.
Ooh.
Yet another LED emergency light, and my TikTok made me buy it.
Nice.
I want to see what you found this time.
Yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, you said, what was the second one again?
Let's see. Yet another emergency LED, magnetic
Perfect.
LED, emergency LED, another emergency LED.
Okay. Cat, I need you gone. There we go.
I'm TD this week.
Exactly. Like, there's not enough room on this table. Magnetic LED, emergency LED, and another TikTok made me buy it. Here we go in 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have a magnetic LED, another emergency flashlight, and another TikTok made me buy it. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, our gadget influencer, Dick D. Bartolo. Here you are. How are you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good. I got my first shot.
Woo!
No, my second shot.
I was going to say, that was old news.
Yeah.
I thought you were just
Thursday.
still excited from weeks ago.
Yes. So one more week, and then I can run naked through supermarkets.
You can kiss strangers on the mouth.
Strangers on the subway. Yeah.
That's so funny. And you got it from the same place. There was no issue with the second one.
No, it was great. You know, I had some concerns because it was like this local drugstore that I never had been in. And fortunately, I was telling a friend of mine, and he said, "Oh, I had someone who was sick, and I went there endlessly, and they would say, 'Don't buy that drug. There's a generic thing that's more inexpensive.'" And
so they have a customer for life now.
Yes,
it sounds like.
Yes, exactly. And that the pharmacist was wonderful, and it turned out that was the pharmacist that was giving the shots. So, and now I have the little card, and people are saying laminate it, and other people are saying don't laminate it because you may have to get a booster.
Oh, yeah, didn't think about that.
Anyway, but
just take a photo of it.
The question is, how was your trip?
It was great. So over the last week, one of the reasons that last week's show was rescheduled was I went camping with my parents, and so I do have some photos to share.
Yes, the chat room. Someone in the chat room was saying, "Where are those photos?"
So I put them on my computer, and they're in a completely jumbled up order, so we're just going to jump around from place to place. But here is, this is looking outside of the shelter. I mentioned that I was in a shelter. So this is looking outside of the shelter that I was in. So you can see.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, this is, the water reservoir. And then that right there is my parents' camper. So that's how close we were. And so moving through, here's just another shot of the lake.
Is that your sister's tent?
No, they ended up not showing.
Okay.
Because of reasons, they were actually getting their COVID shot too. So so that was that. So here's my parents' camper. This is a view from the hammock, which I thought was kind of cool. There's one with my mom in the fire pit and everything. And then here's another shot. This is back up the hill. So that's where I was staying in the little shelter. And there was another RV site right next to Mom and Dad's. And then here's one with Char Char.
Oh,
in the camper.
Charlie went. That's good.
Yeah, he was having a grand time. Now this is my parents' camper. And yes,
that's
they keep
nice.
They keep it this clean all the time. This is absolutely how it always looks, just exactly this clean with these stickers still on everything. No,
oh my gosh!
They took these photos right after they got the camper, so this is before it's been lived in, basically.
Okay.
These are the staged photos.
Is that
right?
a TV set down at floor level?
So that's no. So that's the heater. That's a
heater, okay.
fireplace. In fact, it has a.
Okay. I was going to say, tell your mom not to use Brillo on that TV screen.
Right. Yeah. Don't use the steel wool when cleaning that. So yeah, that's an actual electric heater, and then it also has like the fake logs and a fire animation when it's turned on. That TV will fall into the countertop right there. So that's on a actuated arm that will go into the countertop, which is kind of cool. And then there's their kitchen.
Wow.
That's the bathroom, or the head if you were on a ship.
Yes, the head, yes.
With a stand-up shower back there in the loo. And then there's the master, with a queen bed.
Yeah.
And that was very nice to eat meals on a table with real chairs instead of the concrete picnic table out in the out in the back. There's them cooking some food. This was not on this trip. This was just some generic photos of them cooking food. There's the TV again and how it will go down into the.
Yeah.
You can barely see it on this corner here. Let's enhance. You can kind of see that there's this countertop, and that will fold out over here too. So that will just fall back in place when that's done. And then this was actually from this camp out, I'm pretty sure. And so you can see it's a little bit more lived in, and the great, awesome views of the water out there.
Yeah.
And this is a trail. I think that's Charlie. Is that Charlie? Yeah, there's Charlie. Way over there. He's running as fast as he can.
I'm coming, Chad.
Exactly. Some more views. Birthday cupcake.
Oh, when was your actual birthday?
My actual birthday's on the 14th, so it's next week.
Oh, okay.
But we had a little birthday celebration. Some more of the camp, and another view of the camp. That's on the back of their RV. That's my camper back there. There's the neighbors, and some more shots. And this is the inside of my shelter. So this is where I was staying before I brought in anything. So I put a big blow-up mattress there, and I had some tarps because it got really cold. It got, I think it was 38 degrees one night. And so to kind of cut the wind, I put up some tarps on the windows and as many blankets as I could. And this actually had electricity, which was fantastic. And so I even brought a heated blanket. So I was very comfortable.
Now, did you have to share that with other people?
No, this was just.
Okay, it's just yours.
Yeah, they rented this. This was just that was rented only for me.
Shelter for one.
Yeah, shelter for one. I mean, you could fit a ton of people in there, but by a ton I mean like maybe 4, 6.
Oh, okay.
If you're
and that had no cooking or anything in it, right?
Yeah, no. The idea would be there was a fire pit off to the side, not on this photo, but that's where it would be. So you would do all that in there. I think there's some of the nighttime, and I think we end with there's some cooking going on with some chicken, and there's mom and dad.
Oh my gosh!
So there's my camping photos, my vacation photos, all done.
Oh my gosh!
So do you think you could rough it in that?
No.
Still no. Really?
What do you? I mean,
what do you do?
What do you do?
Yeah, well, we went on a nature hike. You could, read a book. A lot of time is spent kind of.
I don't have a book. I guess I could buy one.
Yeah, you'd have to get a book or an audiobook. An audiobook is fine.
No, okay.
A lot of time is spent setting up your camp and then also doing dinner or the dishes or whatever. That takes a little bit longer because you don't have all the conveniences of home. And then normally, if it wasn't COVID, you would be going out and doing something else. Normally, there's like, I don't know, this might not be something you do, but canoeing or a more adventurous hike or tubing or something. There's other outdoor activities.
Oh, okay.
And that sort of stuff. So Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
A lot of it's just, enjoying nature, just sitting down and doing nothing, because you don't get enough of that when
Yeah,
you're just
no,
in
I can
civilization.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my week, I can't compare with that.
Yeah. What were you up to?
Just walking through the park, finding stuff for. I'm doing a gadget spot for ABC. So went to another pet expo online. They do things totally different. They sort of don't trust anybody with the other person's email address. So you contact them and tell you that you want to contact someone else.
Oh, weird.
And then they sort of see if the other person wants you to be able to. It's bizarre.
I wonder if they feel like that's how they're adding. They can tell how much service they've added.
It would not surprise me at all.
We want to be the middleman in this situation, so we know how many contact. We're tracking everything.
Yes, and that if I did something on this show or ABC, they can say, well, if it wasn't for us, you guys never would have got together.
Right.
Anyway.
Interesting.
But outside of that, we're sort of getting into the warm weather here. We had cold weather too. When you went away, it was a dreadful week. But today is making up for it. I think it's the first time it hit 70 degrees in the city.
Wow.
So we may survive yet.
That's exciting. That's very exciting. Yeah, today, right now, it's 81. Definitely feels like...
Oh my gosh, at this hour?
Yeah, I know. It's 7 o'clock over here. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is bizarre.
So, yeah.
That is bizarre. Oh, but I have a fun thing I do. It makes no sense to anybody who doesn't love trains. Is I go for a walk 2 or 3 times a day, and I think I might have explained that Amtrak runs on the Riverside Park. But at 83rd Street, at the bottom of a big flight of stairs, there's a steel gate you can look through, and you're very close to the trains. They pass about 12 feet from the gate. And I keep a schedule in my pocket so I know when to go down there. And I said to Dennis, the train from New York to Albany is getting awfully close to the schedule where the Albany to New York train will pass this gate at the same time. So every day for a month, I keep going there closer and closer. And today, while I was standing there, the Albany train and the New York train passed each other at 83rd Street.
Wow.
And I was thinking, technology is so amazing that on my phone, I have figured out over time that when the train goes by that gate, it is 8 minutes until it's at the station. Right. And when it leaves Penn Station, it is 8 minutes till it passes that gate. And so being at the gate for the New York train going to Albany is easy because it's 99% of the time on time. But the train coming in could be 45 minutes late,
Right. Because I mean, how many stops early. Does it have before?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But with the phone, I just keep checking it, and it's really great fun. It's really great fun. So toy trains in the backyard, real trains, 650 steps in each direction to see real trains. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun thing.
Cool. That's really cool. I love that there's a little spot that you can go find. That gate. Down that walkway.
Yes. I don't want to tell too many people about it because I don't want them to come and weld it closed.
Yes, there'll be a crowd.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yes, exactly.
That's so cool. That's
awesome. Anyway, shall we jump into some gadgets?
Let's jump in. I'm excited.
Oh, okay. Yes, we're going to see the first gadget, and then I'm going to amaze you, possibly at the end of this video. So Here we go.
I'm excited.
So here's an interesting question. Do you get what you paid for? So remember we did 3 lights that you dunk in water?
Yes.
And they become emergency flashlights?
And they were crummy.
They're about $12. This one was $12. Now Eaton, very famous name in emergency radios. And so we're going to see if $12 brings you
a better product. You know what? I don't know if the camera can see it. This is Scotch tape down here.
I was about ready to say, just
that would be great.
Packaging.
Just return, it would be dead, right? Because once you activate them, boy, I don't know. See, it was Scotch taped closed. Amazon. All right, but at least it has tape over the window, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, Scotch tape over the window.
But on Amazon, someone said, not until I got it did I see that it's only good for 72 hours, so I sent it back. So that might be his.
Oh, no.
Remove tab, add liquid. That's it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Is it going to be as bright as the other one?
That transition, that's pretty cool.
You know, they don't really knock your socks off. Hang on a second. We'll give this one a slight advantage. All right. So out of the box, this one is brighter just by the fact it's 3 LEDs versus 2. And what is really fascinating, this has no on-off button.
Just noticed that.
All right, so unlike that one, that says switch it off if you want to say battery life, which is probably an impossibility because once the battery action starts, it's unstoppable. Anyway, we're just going to do a quick check in the lab, dark room to see if this really is much brighter. All right, hang on a second until I shut the lights so you'll be surprised. And okay. Well, this is not amazing.
Not at all, no.
Not at all. So for $12, go with the crappy ones. All right. A bad $12 down the drain. Okay. 5 days later.
What?
When I turn them back on, I mean, they're not terribly bright. The camera makes them look brighter than they are. I don't even know if you can see the difference between the one and the yellow one is brighter. But there's still power in them. So shutting them off seems to prolong the life. Okay? I mean, they're inexpensive enough that I think they're worth having for an emergency kit. I'm certainly keeping 3 of them in their packages because they should last until you need them. But don't cut the package open until you need to dip it in water. And fresh water, not salt.
And that was not dunked again. That was the same.
Yes, from. And Chad, original. Now 11 days, it was in off.
What? I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It's not a good flashlight, but so maybe they're using something different. And this one too. Look. Oh, can you see it's a bit of a glow? Yeah, because I just went in the bathroom and it said if it goes out, just adds a few more drops of water. Look it.
Oh yeah. Huh. There's something to this technology after all.
In it. Can you see it floating around in there?
Oh, I do.
Which they said is no problem because this one will work underwater. Yeah. So it must be different than the power cells in the flashlights that we had because these do have a
they
certain
last.
You know what? I thought I had written down magnesium oxide.
Let me look at this one. I wonder if it says anything on it. It doesn't.
Okay.
Magnesium oxide. Yeah, either that or maybe these would have. I forget if we tested these in the same way.
I think we just. I think with those you throw the cell into a glass of water, right?
Right.
And then put it in the flashlight.
I wonder if this would have
anyway,
lasted 5 days too, if
Yeah.
we would have checked on it.
So for $4,
It's not bad.
I have 3 of them that are still sealed. I think it's worth. Yes, don't spend the $12 because even though it's 3 LEDs. Oh, and I found this. This almost looks like it's from the same company.
Yeah,
but,
totally.
And it's $5. Anyway, that's it.
Their photos really not doing them any favors. That looks
No,
like
at all. Isn't that a riot?
that looks like the dimmest light
Yes, exactly.
you could possibly buy. That's very funny.
It's very funny. Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly.
How much of your purchase do you think goes to the American Red Cross instead of the
Probably a lot, because I remember I was doing something. It may have been eaten at the hardware show, and then they had like a radio for $80, and then the Red Cross version for $100. And I said, "Is the difference the logo?" And they said yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't drive me crazy because at least the money's going to the Red Cross.
Right, totally.
So yeah, so my guess is this is probably not much different than the one that's $5.
Totally.
Anyway.
Cool.
So I found a different kind of LED, and this is it.
Welcome to Giz Wiz Labs, okay? Very official, all right? I have my lab
this is a
coat
different
on.
spot. Go ahead.
So I bought a scale, this one here, a year ago this week, all right? The gym closed, and I use it all year long weighing myself, trying to keep my weight even, because with the pandemic, people were putting on tons of pounds. People were saying COVID-19 is because you gain 19 pounds. And then I thought, you know what? If the gym reopens, actually the gym has reopened, but I'm not going back for a long time until everybody's vaccinated. I thought, what if I go back to the gym and I get on the official scale with the little weight and everything? And it turns out this scale is totally wrong. And the reason is, this scale, although it looks beautiful, it was $22. So I thought, let me check it for accuracy. How can I do that? So I went online, and this is kind of a way to do that, all right? Not really scientific, but you have to take the weight of a known object. If you don't know the weight of an object, weigh it 3 times, okay? So the only thing kind of heavy is 2 reams of paper. All right, so they weigh 10 pounds, 5.8 ounces. All right, that's weight 1. We'll take it off. It zeroes out. Put it on again. 5. Okay, no, it's off. Oh, now it's at exactly the
Wait a minute,
same.
the camera's on.
Yeah,
The
it heard you.
scale is pretty accurate. And 3rd time. And 10 pounds. 5.8 ounces, okay? 10 pounds, 5.8. So now we know the weight of 2 reams of paper, and we're going to see what they weigh on this scale, okay? And we're going to do it, and 10 pounds. Stop that video. Okay. As soon as those numbers came up on the bathroom scale, I realized you can compare pounds and ounces from a postage scale with a bathroom scale. So I thought I'm going to just compare 2 bathroom scales to each other. So this is the one that cost $22 with the unpronounceable name. It's the Bivagana. We're going to call this the Amazon scale. Okay. And then I bought a Eufy scale.
Ooh,
right?
I'm glad you
Spent
bought
the
that one.
big bucks. This one was $33. Okay, I mean, scale. It's amazing. I was looking back at an old article talking about this digital scale was just $80. Okay, they're talking about bathroom scales. All right, so the Eufy is this guy here. Now, because I'm modest, I did the weighing off camera. All right. And how I did it was, this building is old, and trying to find a really flat surface is difficult. So I got a giant piece of plywood. I put the 2 scales on the
3/4 inch
plywood.
ply.
I weighed myself 3 times on each scale. Then I flipped the scales so they were in place of each other. Weighed myself again 3 times. Okay. So I learned a couple of things. One is, let me just bring up this weight thing here for a second. I have to press hard to get this to go on. Okay. I like the display on this better. Okay. Big, wide, fat digits. So a lot of you, most people are probably reading it on their phone, but if you're just using it as a scale, I like the bigger numbers. So on the Eufy, it's hard to get a bathroom scale to sort of make a measurement just by using your hand. It's a much thinner scale, all right? They're both Bluetooth. They both have their own app. Eufy has something, I think it's called Eufy Life, and gives you 18 different measurements. This also, I just checked body fat, body mass, how much money I had in the bank, a couple of other things. And then also I found out that this does pounds and then 2, 4, 6, and 8. So it does this. The scale is divided. The pound is divided this way. Okay. So if you're, I'll just show you down here. If you're 151.1, then you are plus 1.6 ounces. Okay. The Eufy actually does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And if you want the breakdown, I got this off the web so that you can figure out exactly how much you weigh to the ounce. The 2 scales, bouncing back and forth between them, are just an 1.5 ounces off. All right. So that's pretty accurate. And what else can I tell you? Oh, I just have some advice on weighing yourself when you go back to the gym. Even when you weigh yourself and you're wearing just a towel at the gym, always remember that you're still wearing stuff. For example, if you're wearing a wedding ring, men, they should deduct 5 pounds. Women, if they have like a stone in it, they should deduct 10 pounds.
Really? That much?
And then if you have long hair, you should deduct 15 pounds. And then, you know, if you're wearing like a St. Christopher medal, glasses, that's a good 20 pounds. So with this, I actually, I'm under 100 pounds. So that's very good.
But what if I have a big ego? How much?
Oh, a big ego. Oh, that's plus 70 pounds.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes.
Darn it!
You have to be careful. It works against you at the gym.
I think that. So I'm very glad that you tested all these out, because I've been looking at my scale, and I've been wondering, when is it going to give up the ghost? It's.
You know what? What do you think of the thing saying that you can test the accuracy of a scale just by weighing an unknown weighted object 3 times? No.
You'd think that if it was inaccurate, it would give you 3 inaccurate measurements.
Yes. The only thing I liked about that was, I've been in offices where you weigh a package and then you go to the postage meter and you go back and you go, what was that, 10.2 pounds? And you put it on a scale and it says 11.9.
Right.
And every time you put it on the scale, it's like someone in there just picks a weight.
Right.
So I was a little impressed that the scale always showed the same weight. But I was thinking, it's always showing the same weight. But how do you know it's really that weight?
Right. I mean, maybe
anyway,
maybe if you checked it on 3 different devices, and if all the devices gave the same.
Yeah, well, that's what I hoped to do on the scale, but then with the other scales, but then I realized you can't do the ounces and point ounces.
Right.
I mean, you could if you were a mathematician.
Right. And also sometimes the package scales are more accurate in a way, or they'll only do like up to 15 pounds, and then the body scale won't even register 15 pounds, and you run into issues. Because I've used the Y Things scale ever since.
Those are very good.
Yeah, but I got that years ago, probably 2015, from Twit. And I've loved it, and it's been fantastic. One of the nice things is that it is Wi-Fi. You know, the name is Y Things, Wi-Fi things. And so you don't have to make sure that you pair your phone. It will just upload your data. You don't have to worry about your phone being nearby and syncing or anything like that. But if that scale broke, that's like $100 scale.
I was gonna say, wasn't that $100?
Yeah, that's $100 scale. So I remember seeing this Eufy scale and thinking it does everything except the Wi-Fi. It does, and look, you get an extra 15% off.
It's dropped.
That's crazy.
I paid 33. Now it's 30.
Yeah, and 15% off. So with that coupon right there. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I've been really looking at this Eufy scale because I've used plenty of Eufy stuff. So anyway, I'm glad you checked that out. And then this looks like a fine scale too. It's almost like, why would you get this? You could get the Eufy one. Now you could save an extra.
Is it back? Oh, it's back.
Oh my gosh, you can get this for $21, $22 with the change.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. This crazy. Afternoon, yesterday it was gone. It was here, then it was gone for a week, and now it's back.
That's crazy. I love that it integrates in with Apple Health and Google and all those things. That's fantastic. These both look like great options. If you don't want to spend $100 on a scale, get one of these. This seems absolutely great. And this does the fat percentage, this body fat percentage, which even the Y Things stuff, some of them don't do that. Sorry, this is, where am I? Here we are. This is their $60 version on the Y Things. Only does BMI, which is just an average of your height and all that stuff. Where the Body Plus, the $100 one, does the body composition, which will send the electrodes up your legs to tell how much, your body fat is, which is a great metric to track. So, great review. That was very illuminating.
Yeah, and really a great buy. And the Eufy does tenths of a pound. It does ounces, more ounces better than the Eufy scale, because it does 2, 4, 6, 8 on the unpronounceable scale and 1 to 8 on the Eufy scale. So it gives you a clearer weight down to the ounce. If you
there's another competitor in the rink too. The chat room is telling me about it. The Wise scale.
Oh my God, Wise! I forgot.
Yeah.
What is that scale? Like $1?
It's $20 plus shipping, which is normally $5. So $25.
God.
And it does all the stuff we're talking about too, with the body composition, and has a big LED screen. It does not look like it's Wi-Fi. It looks like it's Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth, yeah.
Right. So anyway, that's another great scale. This is fantastic that there's so many in this category, because it just 2 years ago, it felt like the only thing was Y Things if you wanted an app integrated scale.
Yes.
So this is great.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's great. Yeah, and I think on a video I said that the Eufy does 18 readings. It's a dozen. Sort of matches what the others do. A dozen things you want about your body. Some of them you may not want to know.
Exactly.
Okay, now on to the magnetic LED.
Ooh.
Okay, so I love LEDs. I love LED puck lights, okay? If you look around here, I have 24 puck lights lighting up every shelf of all my mad stuff. Over there, the gadget warehouse has its own 6 puck lights. So when I found out about a new Halo LED adjustable magnetic pucks, how to buy them. Okay. So the object here is, if I get it right, is that you can slide the pucks around and you don't have to okay. Plus, they are dimmable, so the AC powered. We have that, and I don't know what this would be, like the end cap for it. Okay, maybe if you want to attach. Oh, you know what? This might be if you want to go from. I bet this is if you want to attach multiple strips. That's my guess. As we get electrocuted and find out. You know what? Why do I not see? I'll edit this out. I have to get a scissors. But they're a little smaller than. Oh, you know what? They're very low profile. This is nice. Look at this. Whoa. Okay, magnetic puck lights that you slide. I mean, this is going to be more impressive once I plug them in. And that's the neat thing. How do you ever plug them in? I am baffled. Baffled, do you hear me? This. Dun, bum, bum. Okay, we read the instructions. It's really difficult. So you take the power supply, okay, and you bring it near the track, and then it's magnetically grabbed, and you push down on it. That locks it in. Then you can put the pucks where you want them, okay? You can slide them around. Now, this is something you wouldn't know unless you read the directions. The word halo is a slide switch, okay? So it's off. Oh, no. What is going on with this? That's on. You know what? This is...
So it's like a touch-sensitive switch?
Oh.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Look at this. Now I'm really unhappy. Because when I did it once and I said, oh, this is how it works. And now it's not working. Puck light, take 2. Okay. So I always buy 2 of everything. Just in case something was screwed up in one of them. And it turns out that it's the power supply. Okay. This is the power supply. This is the old strip, the old pucks. This is the new power supply. Right. Medium, low, off, okay? Low, medium. Let's start with off. All right, so that is high, I guess. Medium, low, off. So this works fine. Just touch this. So I like that. And I like the fact that you can... And you know what is nice now is if I want to use 2 sets of these, since this works, I can then snap this onto this track here, and it's magnetic. So it will look fairly decent. Does this thing go underneath? Not quite sure. No, I guess it has to. Oh, okay. I guess it goes out the side. Yes, it feeds out the side. So that this can go on to the next track. And so even though one power supply is bad, if I use these together, I only need one power supply. So that's it. I like them. Halo. Halo LED.
That's it? That's awesome. Now,
yeah.
What happens if you touch... I assume that, it's using the power from each of those exposed tracks.
Yeah, but you know what? The whole track is not even 7 watts.
Oh, good. Okay, so you're not gonna be adjusting a light and then just
No. I think once you put it up, and the quality control at the company really stinks, because after I shot that video, Dennis said, "Oh my gosh, can you order me one? I need one." So I ordered him one, and it came today. And that slide thing is very erratic.
Uh-oh.
You take it off the track, snap it back on, does nothing. Take it off, snap it. The third or fourth time you snap it on the track, it starts working again. So I'm not really recommending. I don't know what to say. They're Dennis loves the fact that they're low profile, that if you want 2 pucks like over where you do the cooking, you can do that. I think the thing is, once you put it up, it's just going to stay lit from then on. So
it's almost a nice feature that it's powered by the wall, and it's always going to work and all that. And it is very low profile for this type of lighting.
Yeah. It's because you're actually hooking a transformer onto the outside. And it's also even nice because you don't plug a big transformer into the wall, which in a New York kitchen, there are like 2 outlets in the entire kitchen, and all these big wall warts everywhere. So this is just a single plug. And the transformer is magnetic, and as you saw, it's a little box.
Right. If it sounds like if you love it, take a risk on it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're on the fence, maybe not. But if you love it,
and also it's a very bad description, because you see it says 4.7 watts, 1890, and I was trying to figure out what is that. So looking at it. It is 2 more pucks on a strip. My assumption is you do not get the power supply. So don't order the 2-puck version if you're thinking you only need 2 pucks, because there'll be no way to light it. Okay.
I see.
So
you're saying this 4.7 watt version doesn't come with a power supply, but
exactly. It's just 2 more pucks.
I see.
So if you want 5 pucks, just buy the 2 of them, because it comes with that little bridge that will click between them to make it one long 5-puck device. Like I said, it's nicely made. Disappointing in that
quality.
Slide. Yeah, was it capacitive when you use your finger?
Right.
The capacitive switches suck up.
I wish that those would go away. I hate them. My clothes washer and dryer uses that, and I absolutely hate it. And at first it was like, ooh, technology.
Yes.
And now I'm just like, this feels cheap. It never works. It doesn't register my finger half the time. It takes, I have to click or press or rest my finger for like 2 seconds that whole type of switch technology can just go away. If that'd be great.
No, I think so. And this proves it too, because it doesn't work on this thing.
Yeah. I don't know why you would think that a button would be cheaper and easier to implement than some phantom finger rest over this area technology.
Yes.
But yeah.
I have an old Danby dishwasher. It's made for small apartments. It can clean a service for 4, assuming you don't have a lot of other stuff. And it's just a twist dial. Dishes are filthy, medium dirty, just need to be kind of rinsed off. That's the whole dial. And I love this. And I was just on their website a couple of weeks ago. I thought, if that ever breaks, do they still make this again? They make it. It has 19 push buttons. Are you using China, plastic, mixed? What's on the dish? Is it pasta? Is it pizza? Is it Italian food? What happened to the dirty, not so dirty?
Right.
I'm thinking.
You know, it's probably funny. They probably, it doesn't do, it's one button, it runs it for 24 minutes. The next button, 25 minutes. The next button, 26 minutes.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what it does.
Oh, man. Yeah. That's funny. Well, we just need high, medium, and low settings on physical buttons. That's all we need.
Yes. Thank you very much.
That's so funny. Okay. Great gadgets. I think it is time to head to the crappy side of town.
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. It is time for another TikTok made me buy it. I love this category. And I recorded a video about it, so let's check it out.
Hey, just give a quick second about what TikTok is.
TikTok is an app on your phone that you just swipe through videos. It's a very interesting app that there's no categories, there's no user preferences. You load it. It might ask you at the very beginning, but that's it. You don't go searching for cat videos. It will serve you cat videos if it thinks you like cat videos. And
then it's not a sales video you're watching. That's what I thought was.
You don't have to.
Right?
Now they do have some sponsored videos,
Oh, okay.
like you'll be going through and you'll get a commercial. But in general, it is just a random assortment of videos. You might get breaking news. You might get a kitten. You might get, someone's tip on how to shut your car door correctly that you never thought you didn't know. You're just going to get all sorts of videos. The maximum time that they can be is 60 seconds, but they tend to be very short, very quick. Do you remember Vine? Vine, that was owned by
Vine. It's
very Vine-like a lot of the time, where it's just a very quick, humorous video, and then you're on to the next one. But there's like like I mentioned, there was no categories, but people basically will make their own type of categories, and gadget suggestions is like a category. Life hacks. All these, nostalgia videos, like all that stuff. And you don't know what you're going to get because you just swipe to the next one. And so,
well, in the category, you're certainly going to get cats.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of cats in the category. You'll find, because it's all algorithm based and you don't have any real interaction with the algorithm. So you'll find sometimes people interacting with a video they really like to kind of suggest to the algorithm that they want more of that type of video. So if, like, let's say you find a kitten video and you're like, I love this, you might go look at that user's profile a little bit and look at some other cat videos, and then you might leave a few comments on those videos and leave a like on it, and you'll see some of the comments are on some like very specific life hack videos, like, yes, give me more how to scrub my dish videos, or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah. So we went to TikTok for our inspiration for this entire month of gadgets, and here's another one. Hey diggities, so we are back with another TikTok made me buy it gadget. This is Fling a String. I wish it was just Fling a String. I feel like I would be able to say that a lot better. Fling a String. Now let me show you the TikTok that I watched that made me purchase this product.
Oh my gosh.
And the text in the corner says, my cat, testing TikTok gadgets for durability, so you don't have to.
Oh my.
Well, there you go. So this is an automatic cat toy, which will go onto your door handle and play with your pets automatically. Mine has writing all over it, and the label, the shipping label, was right here, so that's why the outside of the box isn't super duper great. Let's go ahead and open this up and get it installed on the door handle, which I think should be, I was hoping that would be a difficult, or I was worried that would be a difficult process, but there we go. That is the gadget. So let me just find where the batteries go, and we'll be all done. So here is where the batteries go. Just 3 AA batteries. No screw to unscrew it, which I absolutely love. So this is the whole gadget. There is a hook on this side to hook it to the door handle. And then you can see this big black strap, and this goes around to the other side. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and open the door. Oh, hi, Char Char. And we're gonna take this strap, and imagine the gadget is on the other side. This goes under the door, and then the strap goes to the other handle. And there are a few different pockets. So let's aim for the tightest we can go, and you can kind of see that that could be tightened down a little bit more. Then we'll close the door, take the gadget, grab some of our elastic, and then hook the hook onto the door handle. That's all good. I can even move this elastic over just a bit. There we go. And we'll turn it on. There it goes. And that's what I remember seeing on TikTok. Charlie's interested. Charlie, you interested? What is that? Okay, you're not a cat. So, Charlie, out. Good boy. Okay. We'll get it. We have a cat over here. She is curious. This is Waffles. She's trying to figure it out. Now, it does have 2 speed settings. So this is speed setting the number 1. Let's go for speed setting number 2. Let's see what happens. It's not a major difference, but it is a little bit faster. Go on, Waffles. Play with it. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna turn it off and see if I can get her to be interested in it. Whew. Whew. Without it on. And there we go. I had to reset the cat by turning it off and on again. The entire band around that's going around and around and around, that's all elastic. So if the cat manages to grab the string, it can actually pull on that elastic a little bit. So it does have a little bit of give. It also mentions in the instructions that the oh, there you go. That you know, the motor doesn't have a whole bunch of power on it. So here she's grabbing that string, and the motor will stop as she's grabbing it. And so that's kind of by design. But hey, it looks like my cat's entertained, and I'm doing no work over here.
Oh, this is great! Yeah.
Look at her go. So I say this is a success. So Fling-a-ma-string is what you would search for on Amazon to find this. This is an Amazon product. And I would say so far, so good. Waffles approved. We kept recording here just just to give some B-roll to talk over. So if you're going to search on Amazon, Moody Pet Fling-a-ma-string cat toy, it is $30. So not too expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than a normal like toy, I would say. So it's $30, free Prime shipping. There's almost there's just a little bit above 4,000 reviews, and it's above 4 stars on Amazon. So what do you think? Fling-a-ma-string.
I think it's kind of fun. Especially
it would go the other way.
Time.
Yeah, the cat Waffle seems to love it, and she was definitely playing with it. It did make a little bit of a squeaking sound when she kind of grabbed it that one time, but that ended up being not a big deal. I almost wish it went the other way. You would kind of think that, but it doesn't go that way. It just kind of gets sucked up in there every single time. So. It did make a squeaking sound at one moment when she grabbed it, but I don't think that as you can kind of hear it right there.
So I got it now.
Yeah, now she's really gotten it. But it definitely seems, not dangerous, in any way. It's not something I'm worried about the cat And I really like that strap that goes around to the other side.
Yeah.
So here it is on Amazon, $30, good reviews. And I'm not sure, I have never seen a thing called a Emma. Fling-a string, I would get it. Fling-a-ma string? The heck is that name? So anyway, that's what it is. There you go. Fling-a-ma string from TikTok.
Pretty nice. That's pretty good. Yeah.
There you go. I don't think it could strangle the cat. It says cat. He's asking. Yeah, no, I don't think it would. I don't think it's really.
It's open-ended, right?
Right, and the ones there's a tiny chance that your cat might get totally wrapped up in it, but as long as I think that you are in the room, not even paying attention, but just in the room, you would catch any potential danger. I wouldn't let it go and then leave the house, but I would think that would be quite the difficult thing to do, my opinion. Okay, now moving on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Oh, it's very funny that we talked about Wise, because David Drake, I believe, is sending us a video for the first time. Here's a link to a video I made about the new Wise Watch 47. Quality of the video should be up to your usual expectations. that could mean anything.
Right.
Just want to mention that I forgot to mention it's IP68 waterproof, and I shower with it every day. So here's David Drake's rather thorough review.
Hey guys, this is David. I usually like to send in videos of vintage items, but this time I have something that is brand new. It arrived about 2 weeks ago. It came from Wyze, W-Y-Z-E, our friends who make all kinds of stuff, the famous Wyze cams, and they also do some water detectors and I think doorbell cams and things like that. But this is the new Wyze watch. I bought the previous Wyze watch and liked it. It did some pretty nice things, but when this became available through Kickstarter, I had to get it. Let me show you about this watch. First thing is it has rise to wake. So when you tilt your wrist, it lights up. It's got a very bright, vivid screen on it. Have no idea what the resolution is, but it's super clear. It's got a single button on the side that you can tap to wake it up, and then you can swipe through to see things. If you swipe up, you get some controls here where you can you can see the battery life. You can adjust the brightness on it, brightness low, brightness medium, brightness high. I'm going to change it to brightness medium so it's a little easier to see on the camera. You can go into a do not disturb mode, or you can click that button to find your phone. Which reminds me, you do need to install an app on your phone to make this thing work. It will pair with your phone via Bluetooth, but you've got to have the Wyze app. And if you already own a Wyze device like a Wyze Cam or something, you already have the app anyway. You just have to select a different device. If you swipe down, you see your notifications. So you can get notifications for email, text messages, reminders to stand up and move around. If your phone wakes up and gives you a reminder, it will show up on this watch. And one thing I do like too is that it has several lines of text for an email preview. So you get more than just the subject line, but you get quite a bit of the text of the email too. If you swipe left, you see your activity data for the day, steps and calories. And I think that the pedometer built into this is pretty accurate. It does a pretty good job. Let's swipe right. If you swipe right, you get into the apps. And this thing has 9 apps. You can start a workout up here in the corner. You can look at your statistics, the things we just saw. This middle button here, if you tap it, you see how well you slept the previous night, which is nice. I like to see my sleeping. This is a set. You can set alarms, get the weather. This one over here is just a stopwatch. The star is if you have Amazon-enabled devices, A-Lady enabled devices, you can use that to activate those type of devices. It also has a pulse meter over here, which is pretty great. It's okay. I don't think it's quite as accurate as I'd like, but I think it's pretty good. But the feature that I really love on this is right here. It has an oxygen sensor, which is a really high-end feature. Now, of course, it's going to tell me there's an error here because it's not connected to my body. But it does a really good job. I actually took this blood oxygen sensor and I compared the readings it gave me to a pulse oximeter I have. And they were pretty close. In a minute, it's going to time out and say, hey, you don't have this on your arm. All right, so another thing too is I can change faces on this. You can either make you choose one of their predefined faces, or you can choose a custom. You can make a custom face. This is if I go this way. Excuse me. If I go this way, this is one of the predefined analog faces. They have several of those, and if you want to do a custom face, you can upload your own picture and put it on there. So, pretty amazing watch. And the best thing about it is the price. On Kickstarter, I paid $19.99. $19.99 for this. I'm sure the price now is probably more like $27 or $28. But for a watch like this, what a great price. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
Great video. Also,
yeah, David Drake, that's great.
So I was looking online.
Take a quick peek. Is it?
It's $20, but it's out of stock.
Oh my gosh, it's still
only $19.99, but it's out of stock. And also how Wise does this is they always charge you like a little extra for shipping. So it's still probably $25 once you add shipping, or $27 once you add shipping. Another thing that I saw on this page that I loved, way down here, keep on going, 9 days of battery life.
Oh my god.
Which is fantastic. I'm tempted to get this just to be a sleep tracker. But also, it seems like if you're in the market for an O2 meter, why not just buy this watch?
Yes, exactly.
Any O2 meter price. it's going to be that price. So that is an awesome, awesome gadget. I love it.
Yeah. David, thank you so much. And forgive me if you've sent in other videos. I guess you haven't just done one recently. Okay, so I believe, I think we have one other video left. So if you've never sent in a video, now's your chance, okay? Make a video 1 to 3 minutes. Anything to do with the gadget, something you just bought like David, something you have in the cellar, because you can't throw it out, anything, okay? And make a little video and just make sure, like David, we can hear you and see the gadget. Put it up on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu when you're uploading, and you can click unlisted, and that way only people with the URL can watch it. Send us that URL, and it goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. I'm looking around. Oh, okay. mail@gizwiz.tv. And you can get, if we show it, you'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine. And starting next week, I will hold your letter. This is a sneak preview.
Whoa.
Dun, 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 dun. Mad predicts the future. And you know, it is so funny. I have like a dozen pages in this, but one article I wrote, I totally forgot. It was back in I think it was 1982. And the article is what it will be like when every device talks.
Oh, God.
Isn't that funny? And it's a guy like typing, and the typewriter is saying, well, that's not how you spell that word. So isn't that funny that?
Oh my gosh. If only you had phrased it. Did you mean?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Anyway, so get us your video, okay? Mail at gizwiz.tv. Anything to do with a gadget, horizontal format. That's it.
Perfect. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Okay, Steve C. writes, hey, I thought this was a goofy April Fool's joke, a connected coffee mug that uses an app that needs firmware updates. It seems to be a real product. Pretty expensive, cost over $100 on Amazon. Why couldn't someone just use an $8 mug warmer? But then when I went there, I said, Ember, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know that name.
Yeah, we've covered this.
And yes, no, we didn't cover this. We covered something that makes more sense. I put a link into it.
Did you? Okay. The name sounds so familiar that I'm like, we've had to have covered it.
We covered the Ember travel mug, so that which it has battery power, so that you can. It comes with two. I'm not sure if the
4 years ago we covered this. Holy moly!
Okay.
2016.
Yeah. So it's wow. Back then they got $350,000.
Yeah.
It's a way to set the temperature that you like your coffee, and then the battery in the thermos keeps your coffee at that temperature while you're driving or taking the bus, whatever. And then I can't remember if the little plate is included or not, but when you're at the office, you put it on that little plate, and I believe that will charge it up again and also keep it warm from whatever power you're using. I think you can also use 12-volt power.
That's
crazy.
Oh
wow! Whoa!
I know. Look at that.
$180. Yeah.
I mean, for people who want their coffee, you know, I have found I covered the smart water bottle.
Yes.
And I have found that has just become my only water bottle, and it's kind of been nice because I make sure that it, you know, that's the one I'm always using, and so it's clean. And I don't have to have like 5 water bottles around. It's actually been quite nice, and I didn't spend $160 on it, but I would imagine that if you spent $180 on this travel mug, that would be the mug you use all the time. You know, it's the mug that you go for, which could, you know, be kind of cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think the mug almost makes more sense than a coffee cup, because you would most likely have the coffee cup at home, and you would be near a microwave and near a coffee heater. But I mean, if you want to walk around the office and keep your coffee at the exact temperature you want, and you have the money, do that too.
Right. I agree that it seems like the better value is in the travel mug. It's big, it's tall. If you're already in for $130, what's an extra $50 to get the?
And yes, you can recharge it probably in the car. It looks like a 12-volt adapter comes with it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's expensive, but I bought some pretty dumb expensive stuff. I feel like I can't knock it.
Isn't that like what this whole show is about?
Exactly.
Well, this is more like buying dumb, cheap stuff. But
right.
From time to time, we splurge and buy dumb, expensive stuff.
Yeah, I like it. The thing is I am not a coffee drinker. I am not someone who. I'm also not someone who needs their coffee at a hot temperature. I'm like, oh, thanks for this freshly brewed coffee. I'm going to put as much cream as I can into it until it's a temperature, until it's like 90 degrees, and then I'll drink it.
Okay.
So yeah, so this product does not speak to me, but I could see the uses. Definitely.
Excellent.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cool. Nice.
Okay, Steve C. Thank you.
Nice letter, Steve. Thank you. Also, thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. You guys are incredible. Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you so much for your generosity and support. If you like the show, if you've watched and have enjoyed what you've seen, first off, what's wrong with you? No, I'm just kidding. But if you like it and you want to give back, head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz. That's where you can support the show. Everybody who does support the show, thank you so much. And if you want to, head on over to patreon.com/GizWiz, or you can go to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there is a PayPal link on that webpage so that you could follow to donate via PayPal. However you support, huge thank you to you. You're incredible. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where we are live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Head to the website and it will update with the live stream a few minutes before. You can watch along. Join the chat room. Hang out. If we ever have any schedule changes, it'll be at the top of the website. And you can also catch all of our previous episodes there as well. You even click on this episodes tab. Look how many pages we got. 64 pages of 5 episodes a page. Doesn't go all the way back to 0, but you can go to twit.tv for that. It goes back to episode 1,500 though. So there you go. So head on over to gizwiz.tv to check out any of our previous episodes. Head on over to gizwiz.biz for Dickie D's website. He writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover. So if you want to know more about any of the particular gadgets that we talk about on this show, head on over there, search for the gadget, or a lot of times we link it back there. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? It's the game show online. We got, until this month ends to figure out what this gadget is. And this is the whole gadget. And if you think you know what this is, get a guessing, because there's six Mad magazines available for prizes if you get it correct. 12 Mad magazines for prizes if you have a funny, clever, or hilarious answer for this gadget. But I already know what this gadget is. It was a craze back in the 90s to have mono-wheeled skateboards. And so this is the mono wheel that you could purchase to attach to your skateboard. Sorry that gave that one away there. But get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Do it now. I think that wraps it up for us. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here. All right, chat roomie. We just need a title.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. I forgot to actually grab my gadget when I was the crappy corner.
Oh, yeah, wait. Well, I guess I'll just hold up my little lights. Let's put that away.
Wait for scale. I don't know. Here, we'll let them roll in while we take a photo.
Yeah, okay.
In 3. 1 second.
I should move these to that side.
3, 2, 1. Cool.
Okay. Waffles approved. Way to go.
Way to go. Should be wait to go. Way to go. We'll title it Wait to Go, but I'll say way to go.
Oh, okay.
Sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
Wait to go? I don't know.
Well, what you do, way
to go? Way to go.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You weigh it and you move on.
Yeah.
3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1826, recorded Thursday, April 8th, 2021. Way to go. Way to go. There we go.
Perfect. All right, chat room. See you Saturday for Leo, and then Giz Fizz, and then back here next Thursday. So the The white stuff is elastic too,
Yeah. So all of this
and the string is rubber.
is elastic. The string is just a string.
Oh.
But this is all elastic in there. And then the thing on the back is that goes under the thing to the thing. That's all
You're
elastic too.
Wow. Okay.
You mentioned before the show pet gadgets. So
Yeah.
if you want this one too, feel free.
Okay.
That's great. Awesome.
Okay. Very good.
Oh, it doesn't. I don't
All
think
right.
it turns itself off, Dave. Not that I've noticed.
Did it?
No, it's just, it goes until the battery dies.
Oh. Okay. All right, Becky. Thank you. All right, chat room.
Oh,
this
we
was great.
didn't cover any April Fool's stuff because we did.
No, we did last week.
But that was the April Fool's Eve. It doesn't matter because the only thing is the Wise car, which we did talk about. So I guess you're right. We talked about that, and I did end up getting that car. So.
Oh, you did get it?
Yeah, I thought I sent you an email. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I ended up getting it. And so whenever it arrives, we'll review it.
Oh yeah, I'll make it a gadget extra. Okay?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, super. Yeah,
I was able to get in. They did it. They did a staggered, like 100 at a time or 1,000 at a time every hour. Anyway, I got in the first one. Oh.
Oh, perfect. Oh,
yeah.
Paul CG said I got one too.
Yeah. So that'll be an interesting thing. Who knows what that's going to be like?
I know. That'll be a fun spot. Okay, chat room. Thank you all. Take care. Chad, take care. Okay.
See ya.
Is that for you or the cat?
Right. I'm getting enjoyment out of this too.
Yeah, I can see. Bye.
Bye.